welcome to a brand new episode of your go-to geek podcast, Talks with Dorks. And do you know what? It feels like it has been forever since we've done this the old school way of just having a conversation about some nerdy stuff that we've been watching, doing, playing, whatever. It's been a while, boys, because we have a lot going on when it comes to the old TDW side of things and Slam by Me. But we're back together. What is known as the board of directors of TDW, minus me at the moment, but Ryan, Kurt, Laferde, we're back, boys. How are we?
Who's this guy?
I know, right? Who's coming in to interrupt our board meetings like this?
Okay. See, this is what I'm saying to you.
Like this room at Slam by Me and be like, yeah, I was invited to a meeting, guys.
No, right. I'm just going to point this out, right? We're talking straight up. Like this is away from the wrestling side. I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about Slam by Me because this is the last episode before Slam by Me actually happens. We're going to talk about that, but this isn't a board meeting. This is just a podcast. I want to remind you, this is just the free. Listen, I knew, right, handing this power over to you guys, the ego. I knew it was going to Laferde. Kurt, I'm shocked, to be honest. Like, I didn't. How much is gonna go? What are you up to? I don't know what it is. I don't trust you.
He's triggered already.
I am proper triggered because there's a lot of pressure going on. Like, I barely seen you guys, other than like me and Kurt. You never see us, but I've not probably seen you guys sat and have a conversation with you guys in 2 months.
Yeah, that's because we don't waste our time on lower league stuff. That's why, we're going for the big league stuff. No, I'm only joking. Don't get upset. That was a bit too far, even for me.
Sometimes he genuinely forgets I am still the boss of all of this.
It's been weird for me, admittedly, because I've done a podcast where it was just me and you, right? I've done a podcast where it was just me and Laferde. So I feel like I've been like, I'm the kid who's going between parents' houses in the divorce.
Yeah.
But
do you know what? It's been that long. I don't. Have me and Laferde ever sat down and discussed the end of Danger Zone? Where I can't even remember. It's been that long.
We don't need to discuss it because it worked out amazing.
Do you know what? The end of it. I've just realised. No, you haven't, because we did the review episode of Danger Zone and Laferde couldn't make it. So you recorded a video that you sent in to us and we reacted to your take on things. But yeah, this is the first time that all three of us have actually been in the same room since Danger Zone.
4 months then, he's avoided me. 4 months, you've avoided me. I know what you were saying, and for anybody that's sitting there going, I thought they were going to talk about the nerdy stuff and not into the wrestling, but this is quite a serious thing. Like, we'd set and put together a wrestling show where at the end of what was meant to be a 10-man over-the-top rumble, the 10th person got wiped out before he could even get in, bless Caro, and then we're trying to get somebody to replace him, and the first option was Fizz, who, by the way, I don't know if you've seen the episode with me, Fizz, and Max. Fizz has now officially been made Max's assistant. He keeps saying right-hand man. He is his assistant.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah, basically anything that Max needs doing, Fizz has to run for, as well as announcing duty. So Fizz is, from crowd member at Never Say Die, he's doing all right, with all the pain he goes through to get there. He's working his way to the top. I get it. But so yeah, Fizz was the first option. He then got very badly hurt in that situation. And then Laferde, with all his wisdom, decides I've got the answer and chose me, the man who was just meant to be sat there watching it. Granted, I know you're going to say it worked out, I won, I'm now in the title fight. And yes, and as I said on the episode with Max and Fizz, boys, I'm ready. I'm ready for this fight. And
I've seen the training footage.
I'm ready. Back problems, give or take, still having them. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I can't wait to get in there and get my hands on not only Ryan, but that title. I can see it. Hi. See you soon.
I mean, this is a thought as well. Because I took the title down to do a bit of cleaning earlier on in the day, and I almost didn't put it back up on the shelf, and I realised very quickly, oh no, this is the last one we're doing before Slam by Me. This is the last time this is probably going to be in my backdrop on a podcast recording or an interview or anything that we do, because by the next time we're doing a record, this will have gone home with the actual champion at the end of that match.
It's going to be back there, is what you're saying. Thank you. I appreciate that. Why are you laughing?
I love the confidence. I'm loving it.
I genuinely like this again. We've not done this for a while. I'm like, it's not funny. This is. I will be bringing that belt back. Don't you worry. And I'm going through an absolute technician beast in the ring to get there, and I know it, and I'm ready for it.
I think we execute Operation Basildon Screwjob.
You wish. You absolutely wish. Right, listen.
So my little nerdy heart thought you were about to say execute Order 66, and I was fully here for it.
Which is great, because that takes us straight into the nerdy stuff, because we've not had this. We've not had this for a while. And Ash pointed it out. He's like, I generally thought you'd just given up doing a nerdy podcast and we're just doing purely wrestling. We've not done stuff. There's so much going on. I've been to see He-Man. I've been to see, what other films have I seen since the last time we've done this? Michael. Have we all seen Michael? Laferde, have you seen anything in the last 15 years?
That's a really good question.
Some Blurs and Shapes.
Yeah, I could probably do you a rough sketch.
So there's a lot going on, and you said execute Order 66. Yeah, man, I'm on a Star Wars kick at the moment, bro. I don't even know. I think it was just randomly watching clips of Revenge of the Sith online, and the Mandalorian Grogu was coming, and I was like, you know what? I can't even go to see it because I never finished Mandalorian.
You say clips as well. Like, did you have the same as me, where just like your algorithm just one day just decided, oh, you need to see nothing but Star Wars for
Was it on May the 4th?
2 days straight?
No, it wasn't even that. It was about 2 weeks ago. It just decided, and you know what? I started seeing actually a lot of AI clips, really good AI clips of scenes of like Darth Vader coming face to face with Qui-Gon's ghost, and it is unbelievably like really good. Him sort of saying like, you were meant to do this, you were meant, like, I failed you because of what happened to me, and it was sitting there like, man, this is good. And then there's Palpatine comes face to face with Count Dooku. Now that was a great one. Count Dooku's then like sort of saying, you use me, doing all these stories of like real deep stuff of what was actually going on and what could be said. And I'm like, do you know what? I feel like I need to watch some Star Wars. And so I said, I did a TikTok the other day, and people are, because I was like, I really want to go through quite a bit of it, but there is a lot now. And the Clone Wars, which I know is so popular, is a big chunk of that, a lot.
Unbelievable.
There's 7 seasons, at like 30 episodes a season at least.
So that's what I thought you were talking about, because again, my YouTube algorithm just decided that, yeah, you need to see Star Wars. And it was all like the cartoon clips of like, you know, Clone Wars and bits from like the new Maul series as well. Which, by the way, that is a good series. And yeah, I've just seen loads of that. But just latching on to something that you just mentioned, you say like, you know, AI clips of like, you know, scenes that either the what if scenarios or expanding on scenes that were only alluded to, and they've used AI for it. If you're one of the people who, you know, is not a big lover of like anything with the AI label, fair and fine. But what I do feel need to mention in relation to that is something that was posted 7 whole years ago, and so many people don't know it exists, by a channel on YouTube called Fix It in Post, FX It in Post. And it's not AI, it's an actual visual effects artist who's gone in and painstakingly made this, which is, any Star Wars fans know, the original New Hope. You know, they were still figuring it out, and also it was the 70s, a lot of the visual effects didn't really exist, and the confrontation between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi in that film.
I know,
you know, the dialogue's there and everything. Yeah, the dialogue's there and it's great, and you know, arguably there doesn't need to be much in the world of moves, because they're both past that point, and anyone who's seen that, you know, it's a couple of dink dink, like tapping the lightsabers against each other, and then Obi-Wan looks at Luke, gone. That's it. But yeah, FX It in Post 7 years ago, they posted a video called Star Wars Scene 38, which is that scene reimagined. And basically, with all the visual effects mastery that this person has, basically created a version of that scene that actually shows a fight between those two at that point.
Nice.
And it's also done still with the, oh, this is, you know, old Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, you know, he's not flipping around and doing loads of stuff.
Yeah, it makes it believable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's still pretty believable. Like, he's on the back foot the whole time. He's very much, you know, overpowered a lot of it. But, like, it is an actual fight. It's Vader with, you know, 30 years worth of venom going, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. Like, rather than just the composed dink dink that you get. It's absolutely worth watching. It's only 6 minutes long, so go watch it.
There's a lot of stuff like that. I love, like, I mean, I get, you know, people have problems with AI, but there's also, like, if I'm sitting there and I'm watching something that is compelling me to enjoy it, and it looks good and it looks like it could fit into something, I'm not going to pass it by. I've done it for years with Bat in the Sun Productions doing Batman versus Darth Vader, all them kind of stuff. They were, you know, it was basically real life AI. They were making up fantasy scenarios that we wanted to see, and I mean, come on, the best of them all. Green Ranger versus Ryu, Scorpion versus White Ranger. I mean, I remember the first time, because it was one of the reasons it like spurred me to like get back into Power Rangers, like and go back into it, was when they did the White Ranger reveal, watching it and finding out there and then that he'd actually played it. Because I remember sitting there going, like, that sounds like him. Sounds like him. When I taking it off and seeing the reveal and seeing that Jason David Frank was behind that helmet, hell yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, I'm so glad you name dropped Bat in the Sun. I've seen all those versus videos, but also the one they also did a few years ago where the guy, I think his name's Aaron something, it's fallen out of my head, who's like absolutely loves the Joker.
Yeah.
He is brilliant, like live action Joker. He's got all the mannerisms down to a T, and they did a short film of Batman visiting Joker in Arkham Asylum.
Is it Ray Liotta plays Bullock?
Yes, yeah, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. What's it called?
Dying is Easy, I think it's called.
That's it. Batman Dying is Easy.
Yeah, and the whole thing is like the Joker has said, you know, he's dying, and Batman's thinking this is absolutely a fit up by the Joker. I'm going to go and see what this is about. Visits Joker, and it's just him visiting Joker in the asylum, and just like a 10-minute long dialogue between the two. It is so well done, and it's an absolute love letter. And also, like, you know, that guy's brilliant as the Joker, but he's got all the mannerisms down. But there's one thing that trumps it, which is they did in those versus videos. It was Joker and Harley Quinn versus Deadpool and Domino. And it's him playing the Joker again, but this time dubbed over with a really good Mark Hamill impressionist. And it is just absolutely everything you'd want from a live-action Joker to a T.
Did you ever see, years and years ago, there was a fan-made Batman versus Alien versus Predator?
No.
It, like, honestly, it's probably still out there. It is really good. Batman's... Joker's in it, and like I can't like fully remember because it's been a long. I mean, we're talking like at least 15 years ago. This thing came out. Batman chases Joker into an alleyway, and as he's like about to attack him, Joker's like against the wall, and the alien just comes down and takes up Joker out of the way, and it's like it looked so realistic, so good. It was like, mate, these guys need to. It was around the time when. That they did the Power Rangers one not long after, with James Van Der Beek playing the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
And that like gritty, that didn't look like Power Rangers but was Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Fat May thing. There's a lot of them out there that I mean, Bat in the Sun, again, their production of what they put together is great. They're the ones obviously behind Legend of the White Dragon, the unfinished and hopefully coming soon, touch wood, final JDF film. Is it? I mean, again, it's like GTA at this point. I'll wait till it's on the shelves till I see it. Like, yeah, I get it. With that, they were wanting to make sure it was done as best they could because this is final project. So yeah, I'm here for it as long as it is done well and it comes out amazingly.
It's gonna be annoying if it's terrible. Like waited all this time.
I mean, speaking of, I know we're going on a tangent here because we were going to talk a little bit about Star Wars. We'll come back to that, but since we're on JDF and Power Rangers,
I don't think we ran out of rock.
Well, yeah. Have you seen that they're still now? It kind of came up and then went away, and it's come up again. But talks about doing a proper Power Rangers reboot on Disney Plus.
You clearly don't watch Ryan's TikToks or.
I was just about to say, honestly, mate, what sort of friend are you? That's literally my TikTok.
Mate, I was giving you the segue there. Of course, I've frigging seen it.
Of course you were. So yeah, mate, there was the big thing. This is why I did the TikTok, was because obviously Amy Jo has came forward. Amy Jo Johnson, who played Kimberly Hart, the original Pink Ranger, a couple said she'd love to direct it, and I was like, do you know what? That's amazing. That's quite like, yes, if they can't be in it because then they're starting afresh or whatever, they can't be in it. If they're involved, and it's back to what you said about the Batman Day. It's a love letter. This is what we're in the era of. We want that. We want the love letter of what we grew up with, while also introducing it to our kids and the new generations.
Keeping it new at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, perfect example of that. Cobra Kai is the best love letter to a series of films I've ever seen.
Yeah, new and fresh while still the same as what we've seen before. I mean, that is a brilliant example of it. Of course, you've got to be careful, because a bad example of that is Poochie.
Is what?
You Poochie from The Simpsons. That is literally Poochie in The Simpsons. That is when they're introducing a new character to Itchy and Scratchy. They do a kids focus group, and the literal thing they come out from with the kids giving all their opinions is that, right, so you want something that's brand new and fresh, but also exactly the same as what you've seen before. And they go, yeah. And then they end up creating the worst freaking character that's ever existed.
I don't think I've watched The Simpsons since about 2004.
I thought that was such a safe reference. And by the way, this is before 2004, that episode.
Obviously.
What I'm saying is, I don't think I've watched a full Simpsons episode since 2004, meaning I don't remember a fucking episode of The Simpsons. It's weird though. I did love this. When I was younger, I absolutely loved The Simpsons when I was a kid. I had Do the Bartman. I love that song.
Songs in the Key of Springfield. I had that CD.
Oh, mate, Do the Bartman. And when I went to, and this has been a while since I've done this, when I went to Los Angeles, we're back. I had another chat when I went to America. When we went to Universal Studios, they had Krusty Land, like the Simpsons. As I walked through there, I've got a video of me, and I went, they're playing Do the Bartman. I was like, they're playing Do the Bartman. And I was so gutted that it'd been so long since I heard it. Didn't know any of it. But I was so happy just been along to Do the Bartman. Such a throwback. I think at that point I'd probably forgotten it existed, and it was just there. Just there. So there was a period I did like The Simpsons, but I can remember a couple of the Treehouse of Horror episodes, but I can't remember.
The movie was good.
Yeah.
I think I only ever watched it once. It was good, but I only ever watched it once.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, I think I tapped out after the movie. I've apart from just stumbling across an episode on Sky when I'm channel surfing, I don't think I've actually watched any Simpsons proper since that movie. But
things do that. South Park, I loved. Obviously, my era, we were like South Park. I was. What year did South Park start? Like 1998. We were like 12. I was the not the key audience. It was meant to go for an adult audience, but the key audience of kids that were going to buy, you know what I mean, wanted to buy the merchandise. That sort. We were them ones, and it was these little sweary. The first 2 or 3 seasons, absolutely amazing. Watched every episode, knew them all. We all had the videos. We all had the DVD. Then the movie came along, fantastic. Laughed. Yeah, stopped watching it after the movie. I was carried on for like 30 odd seasons, but I just stopped it. Just couldn't carry on. Beavis and Butthead was the same. Beavis and Butthead was the same. But every time they bring back something Beavis and Butthead, I give it a watch, and I look, it's so dated, but it's so funny. Beavis and Butthead, again, mainstay cartoon. That was mainstay. But
then
the guy. Go on. What was you going to go back on?
I was going to say before still going. That's the teaser reel done.
Ryan doing an impression of Mr. Blobby.
Right. Kurt, I'll just say this again. What was you about to say going back to? Because I was going back to Star Wars and cartoons.
I was going to do the same. I was saying after all the things that we started watching and never watched again, the fact that all 3 of us simultaneously have independently ended up being back on Star Wars in recent memory.
Again, The Mandalorian Grogu, I'm not in a rush to go see it at the cinemas because I can't, because I haven't finished the series. But also I was like, there's so much of it. I do love a bit of Star Wars. I want to catch up, and I want to do some new stuff as well while watching this nostalgia thing. Like I've said it, like anyone older than me will kick my ass on it. The original trilogy is the fucking pinnacle of Star Wars. I get that, but my trilogy is 1, 2, and 3 because that's the ones I went to the cinemas to see. And it's just been fun rewatching because Attack of the Clones, I actually never really liked it.
It's universally regarded as the worst of the three prequels.
Yeah, like it was never my favourite, but I actually enjoyed watching it, going back and watching it because, like, again, I think it was because people weren't happy with Hayden Christensen at that point. It was quite people weren't happy with him as Anakin, but I love him.
I mean, yeah, this got me some flack the last time I brought it up as well, but I don't think I'm in the minority here. I love Hayden Christensen now. Like, everything he's done as Anakin since those 3 films is awesome, and especially, like, you know, the flashback scenes that he's done, the fact that he was Vader in the Obi-Wan series as well, that's all brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
In Attack of the Clones especially, and to a lesser extent in the third one, he's better in the third one, but in Attack of the Clones especially, he is very wooden. Like, his acting's not there yet.
Okay, yes, I see this, but again, Robert Pattinson, Twilight. I've gone on record saying this. I'd read the Twilight books, and yes, I have a penis. I read the Twilight books, and I loved every one of them. So when there was a film coming out, I was excited for it. And again, watching a film that doesn't completely follow the book you've just read, especially when you've had this imagination of what it should look like. Didn't come out, and he was very wooden. But then I remember not that long ago watching all 4 of them, all the 4 or 5 films, whatever it was, to end up in, and watch it. But you watch by the end of it, he's the best actor in those films.
And also nowadays, Robert Pattinson is an amazing actor.
And I now know when I rewatched them, when he got announced as Batman, because everyone was like, no, there's a reason they're doing this. There's a reason you would choose that guy. You knew there was going to be controversy, and I went and watched, and then I saw it was one of these independent films where he was quite a dark and gritty character, and I was like, mate, yeah,
I was fully on board when they cast Robert Pattinson anyway, because everyone was like, oh, you know, cast a guy from Twilight, he's going to be terrible. I was like, they've got a history with this in Batman. Michael Keaton, before Batman, was not well known for playing serious, gritty roles.
He was Mr. Nanny.
Yeah, he had the comedy chops.
No, he weren't. They weren't Mr. Nanny.
No, that's Hulk Hogan, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. But he done comedies. And ditto, when Heath Ledger got cast as a Joker, he was the rom-com guy. You know, that had a bit, and you know, yeah, and obviously he was amazing in things like Brokeback Mountain as well. But like, you know, he wasn't known for playing those sorts of characters. And yeah, that's why when they announced Robert Pattinson, I'm like, do you know what? I'm willing to give this a go because I've eaten humble pie on more than one occasion when it's come to these castings. So,
and the thing you will notice is the ones that they always go for. Sometimes they're known, and they go for something else. But it's like when they've gone for the established names, the Val Kilmers and the George Clooney's, it's come with a lot of trouble.
To this day, it baffles me how bad Batman and Robin actually is. Don't get me wrong.
We're not going down this route again.
I do have a bit of nostalgic love for it. It was my first Batman film, but like compared to some of the others, and also how universally badly regarded that film is, you know, regardless of personal opinion on it, that's, you know, if you ask most critics and most fans, they'll whack that near the bottom.
I can still watch it.
Oh yeah, again, it was my first Batman film. I'll very happily go back and watch it. I don't hate it anywhere near as much as a lot of people do. But like, to this day, it still baffles me how universally bad that film is considered. Because let's be honest, George Clooney as Bruce Wayne. Surely this works. Like, one of the most naturally suave actors in the world. It's the billionaire playboy.
It's basically a combination of a million different things of why it got so. Because Batman Returns was such a dark, gritty film that they weren't happy with. They were pushing it the wrong way. They were trying to blend the two with the campness of the 60s, and it just didn't work. but then you found it. They found the balance in the Dark Knight trilogy of how you can do dark and gritty without being too scary. Still have toys. Still, I mean, it would be funny. They were saying Batman Returns was dark and gritty. Look at Heath Ledger's Joker. Like he was literally, kids were watching that when he's saying like, "My dad, cut out my fire."
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, you know, again, it's going to get me some flack as well. But I think I've said this before. I love the Dark Knight trilogy, and obviously Heath Ledger's Joker is, you know, up there, always will be. Whether he's your number one, number two, or number three, that debate can rage forever. But like, he's always going to be up there as one of the best things about that. And of course, it's an amazing series anyway. Really well directed. Manages to make a superhero film be realistic, which is hard to do. And yeah, and also, you know, the supporting cast as well, like Morgan Freeman, you know, Michael Caine, all of that, amazing. All of that being said, Christian Bale's Batman voice.
It's weird because I love the trilogy, but it would never be. It just isn't my go-to. If I'm going to Batman, like I know most people will go straight for. I'm going to have a Heath Ledger, and I love it all. But the voice, there's certain little things as a Batman fan that I just can't put through. At least with Ben Affleck, but that voice modulator that people were fighting about, that voice modulator was perfect. That's how it makes sense. That's how you change his voice.
If you want to go down and let's be honest, you know, unless you really knew what Bruce Wayne sounded like, you wouldn't pick it up just from the voice on its own, like, you know. And like he does in all the other medium, he does change his voice, just not that much. Like he takes a different register. He speaks more slow and more measured, and you know, the Bruce Wayne and Batman do sound different, but it's just him, you know, modulating his inflection. And it's again, it's the Christian Bale voice just drives me mental. I think it works when he's intimidating people. Like, you know, it's like, I swear to God, swear to me. That works.
That was a pretty good impression, Kurt, to be fair.
Cheers. But what really sends me every time is when he's talking normally in the Batman voice. It's
the because there's like a bit of nasally to it, and that's what I didn't like. There was a bit too much nasal to it.
And he has to, where he's doing the gravel voice as well, he has to really move his lips quite a lot. It's like I think it's the first film where or is it the second film where he half reveals his identity to Rachel with the line, you know.
It's the second, I think.
Yeah, it's
the first one. She already knows who he is by the second one.
Yeah, I'm going to butcher it, but the line's something along the lines, you know, it's not who I am that defines me. It's what I do that, you know.
It's not who I am underneath. It's what I do that defines me.
It's what defines me, yeah. But it's where he's having to say that in the Batman voice, like in a normal volume as well, and the way he has to really move his lips when he's doing the voice as well, it fucking sends me every time. Just him sat there going like, "It's what I do." So, just stop. Stop. It's already dead.
And it's amazing because they had to try and do something like that. Well, then you've got you go back to someone like Christopher Reeve. Now, this is something we can try with you two because you both wear glasses, right? The Christopher Reeve thing. Can you pull it off like Christopher Reeve? You take your glasses. You both slouch a little bit now. Take your glasses off and just puff your chest out.
I'm not going to do that because I just don't want to.
No, because Kurt, it just didn't look right, did it?
It doesn't. Again, this is why you can only cast certain people as Superman as well. Not everyone with glasses can pull it off.
There is that moment.
I can try and do a little Jerry curl if that makes it any easier. But...
You know, it's ironic though. If I go out in public without my glasses on, people don't realise it's me.
You don't realise where you are. That's the problem.
That is true.
Can you take your glasses off?
No, because you obviously know it's me. But
I've seen you with the
glasses.
glasses.
If I went out to the pub now without my glasses on, people wouldn't realise it was me. The same thing happened when I first started wearing them.
Until you looked into the wall. Oh, look, it's the third. Oh, sorry, it's Mozza. Hey, Mozza. So, I mean, we've barely spoke about the Star Wars side of things, but I think we've done 30 minutes where we were meant to be talking about Star Wars. But yeah, I mean, I feel like if we're going to do more geeky podcasts, it's going to be a lot of Star Wars talk for me because I've got a lot to do, a lot to catch up with while trying to watch other things.
Would you ever actually go up and do the animation and stuff then?
Pardon?
Would you ever be open to the animated series? Because Kurt's already nodding his head, and he knows how great it is.
Aggressively.
I started Clone Wars last night. I put the first 3 episodes on. It weren't grabbing me, but a lot of people have said the first season's great.
Yeah, I've just gone through it again. I'm on season 4 at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm kind of bearing with it. I'm looking out. I'm just, yeah.
Yeah. One that 100% is worth watching, which is the new one, is the Maul Shadow Lord series.
That's kind of why I want to get through the Clone Wars, because I know a lot of it.
You need to at least watch the episodes, even if you just find them individually, where Maul is reintroduced during Clone Wars. Like, you need to at least you need to do.
What season's that, Laferde, do you know?
Season 3 he gets mentioned in reference, and then season 4 is when they bring him back, and then he's right at the end of the series on season 7 with the Siege of Mandalore.
Right, fair enough.
Basically,
okay.
The last few episodes of the Clone Wars takes place at the same time as the beginning of Attack at Revenge of the Sith. So, like, simultaneously things happen that are happening in the film.
Yeah.
What
What I love as well is who plays Darth Maul in all the animations now.
Sam Witwer.
Sam Witwer, which if you don't know that name, but I mean you guys obviously do. If you don't know that name, he is the same guy who is the apprentice in the Force Awakens video games.
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed, thank you. Video games.
I love them games.
Yeah. Starkiller, aka come on, nerd. Garen Malik, is that his real name?
His name.
Star Wars games I've played for the longest of time. One of my first ones was called Star Wars Rebel Assault 2 on the PS1. I just remember being able to fly around in an X-wing and shoot people. It was great, absolutely amazing. I don't like these big open world ones where it's online and that they've been doing, like the Fallen Orders or whatever it's called.
Fallen Order I'm okay with, like especially Fallen Order 2 is really worth a play because the customization alone is brilliant. But yeah, I like a good linear one. I did really like the Force Unleashed games, especially even though it basically was Gears of War but with God of War but with lightsabers.
I used to love playing the movie games when they came out on the PS1.
Revenge of the Sith was amazing.
Yes, Revenge of the Sith was a great game.
Okay, I've got to ask this question. If we're talking about the PS1 era games, especially Phantom Menace on the PS1,
Yeah.
did either of you ever do the thing where you can actually soft lock the game in one of the first missions?
What do you mean?
Soft lock.
So it's a soft lock, which basically means you actually can no longer win the game. You can still play it, but you can't progress. Like you've basically locked yourself out the rest of the game accidentally. So
I remember.
It's in the mission when you first visit Tatooine and you end up picking up Anakin. And this was one of those games where even when you're playing as a Jedi, it would allow you to basically kill any NPC that you fancied. And if, as Qui-Gon during that mission, if you kill too many NPCs during that mission, just like just swinging the lightsaber around, or maybe you're going full GTA with it, if you kill too many non-player characters, by the time you get to Anakin, he will literally talk to you and say, "I'm not going anywhere with you. You're a murderer," and he won't join you.
I remember.
And you
yes.
basically can't. You actually can't complete the game. You're just stuck on Tatooine, just like, well, shit.
Just do what Anakin would do himself then and kill him. Kill the other one.
Spoilers for anyone that's not from Star Wars. Anakin turns into a bit of a bastard by about the third one.
Which actually mentioning the Revenge of the Sith game as well. I take it because Revenge of the Sith was PS2 at the time it came out. So I take it you've both played that one as well.
What's that, Revenge of the Sith?
Revenge of the Sith game, yeah.
Absolutely.
So which ending did you get first playthrough?
I did Anakin's first. That makes me sound like a really bad person now.
I can't remember the first one, but I remember doing both endings where you take out Anakin. Or are you Anakin? Are you Anakin? I can't remember.
Yeah, so you can play it. The whole game, you have the choice to play as Anakin or Obi-Wan the whole way through. If you, on the final mission, which is their climactic duel on Mustafar, if you play as Obi-Wan, everything plays out the way it does in the film. It's over Anakin, I have the high ground, flips over, boom, Darth Vader.
Legs are gone, off.
Yeah. Everything plays out as it does. If you play as Anakin, you get to that bit, it's over Anakin, I have the high ground, And then it turns out he really did underestimate his power, because he completes the flip, kills Obi-Wan, then kills the Emperor, and goes on to become Darth Vader fully intact as the Emperor himself, because he's killed off Palpatine himself with a betrayal. Like it just totally rearranges the canon. I love it.
That'd be a great What If series or something if that happened.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that game being, because of that as well, because you had the options. It was just such a great game. Again, Star Wars games have always been pretty good.
I'm playing through
I mean, I've always enjoyed a Star Wars game. Yeah, mate, like up until the last 10 years or so, but I've always enjoyed a Star Wars game. What?
I could find a list of some older ones that are pretty shit as well. Give me time.
When there one on the N64 that was really bad.
There's quite a few, mate. There's as many.
Do you remember do you remember the pod racing game you used to get in like arcades?
Oh God, I've just remembered one of the worst. Star Wars Masters of Terrakazi. It's a one-on-one fighting game, like a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat style. It's a PS1, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it and thinking, this looks shit. I'm not playing that.
It's so bad. You think Star Wars one-on-one fighter would make perfect sense? Like again, if you played Soul Calibur, which is Street Fighter with weapons, that's all you really have to do for a Star Wars one-on-one fighter, and they do it so badly. I can't even describe it.
I like Battlefront 2, mate. I think that's quite good.
PS2 era or new?
Both.
Fair.
Battlefront. I think that there's one. I think it's the Battlefront ones where it was just online, and I was flying around in a ship for God knows how long. And I kept ending up upside down trying to shoot people, and I was like, I'm out.
It's well hard.
Yeah, I was not, and I was like, I want to do some Force. That's what I used to know about the Force Unleashed, like the Force moves and that you could do, and lightsaber fights.
It's so impactful as well. The Force.
It was kind of like the Batman technology. Yeah. In Star Wars from the Arkham games, and that I was there for that. And that brings us to the funny enough games. Wolverine gameplay has been announced, and do you know what I took away from it? I looked at it and I went, it kind of reminds me of Batman and a Spider-Man game,
like a hybrid
combination.
Well, it's made by Insomniac. It's the guys who've been making the three most recent with the Miles Morales one, the three most recent Spider-Man games. And the most top-rated comments on the YouTube video of it is, Spider-Man's no-kill rule was holding Insomniac back. Because they lean. Anyone who was wondering, like, oh, yeah, the Wolverine game, is it going to be like a 12-rated game? Like, how are they going to do it? Nope. Don't worry. Everything you expect to see when Wolverine unleashes those claws happens.
He looks like a beast, to be fair, and I'm here for that. When's that come out?
Early 27. I think it's like February 2027.
Nice. I mean, I still haven't played Resident Evil Requiem, and it was because at the time I couldn't afford to buy the game. And
I will send it to you if I have to.
Well, you got Xbox, you got a PS, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to play on Jacob's PS5. He won't like that. He keeps playing FIFA. He's got FIFA 26 on it, so he's on that consistently at the moment.
That Wolverine game is really good. Like, the combat looks crunchy. It is gory as it should be for a Wolverine game. Like, my tier for a Wolverine game, and I think something you might have played it as well, is has no right to be as good as it is, considering it's based on a very bad movie, but the X-Men Origins Wolverine game. Yeah. You know, as passable as the Origins movie is, that game saves any reputation that movie might have had, because it is one of the best combat Wolverine games out there. Again, gory. The healing effects on there are brilliant as well. Like, Wolverine regenerates in real time. Like, he'll be getting shot and chunks will be taken off him, and then if you pause, you see him re-heal, which for an Xbox 360 era game especially has done really well.
Xbox 360 as well.
It's like 2008, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Red Ring of Death kind of era 360.
Yeah. And that's another thing that has been done really well as well with the new Wolverine game, is, again, the regeneration effects. So, again, exactly like it was in that X-Men Origins Wolverine game. When Wolverine takes damage, you see the muscle, you see the skeleton underneath it, and then as you pause, he re-heals. The comments have kind of gone to town a little bit on his suit heals as well.
Blood. Yeah.
So, like, you know, if you give it enough time, like, his whole suit will be back to normal. But it's like, let's be honest, like, considering how many costumes you can interchange, they would have had to program in lasting suit damage for all of them. You know, eventually you have to concede this is a game. There's going to be technology limitations eventually at some point. A decision has to be made on where the time is best spent. Because I feel like in terms of processing power needed for that, you'd end up having to sacrifice some quality somewhere else. So I'm fine with that. And if it really bugs you, just play in one of the outfits where you can see his face and he's in normal street clothes. Because, yeah, you won't have to worry about his mask healing.
Well, I mean, at the moment, like, when it comes to gaming, I'm literally stuck between Call of Duty and a bit of 2K26. That's what I'm saying. I want to go back. I want to go get Resident Evil. I want to play it, but I don't know. Like, it's not grabbing the responses I've seen to it have not been grabbing me like others. So. And I saw it in the shop. It's still quite expensive, so I might just wait for it to go down a little bit, and then I'll just give it a go.
We'll end up on Game Pass soon. They'll put other ones on there.
Yeah, true. It might do. Game Pass is costing enough money.
I mean, funny enough, you mentioned Resident Evil as well. They've literally just in the last week announced they're remaking Code Veronica.
Okay. There was two of them there.
No, it's technically the same game. It was Code Veronica and Code Veronica X, but one of them was kind of a bit of a remake, remaster with some extra bits bolted on for a different platform. But they're both the same game. But no, it's Resident Evil Veronica, and the teaser for it, like, you know, it's very ambiguous, and like you see some stuff happening, like the thing that's very creepily happening behind Ryan's head at the moment.
All right, Smigs. You're not looking out, sweetie. Do you want to see some pussy, boys? Pussy. There she is.
I'm half tempted not to describe this, just for anyone who just listens to this, just to really
wonder
why Ryan just asked.
Yeah, when you're not getting out of that window. I'm trying to record a podcast. All right, so get down.
Ryan's cat joined the chat.
She's probably got an opinion on everything, to be honest. I'm concerned about Punk, the kitten, because he's come a little terror in the last week or so, and he's right behind me. I probably should have locked the cats out, but that's how we roll.
But yeah, like the Veronica remake, again, it's very ambiguous, the trailer. You see a couple of little horror adjacent things, and then right near the end you hear a little voiceover, and it says something, and then just pauses before it says Claire, and then just cuts to Claire Redfield. And then you see the zombies, and you know, that's all you need. Because, it's a Claire Redfield game, it's a Veronica ones. And the thing that I latched onto is seemingly, because you only see her for like one frame, really. Seemingly, they've not used the same actress that they did in the Resi 2 remake. It doesn't look like it.
Oh.
I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know. So
watch the trailer in your own time when we're done, because yeah, again, it might just be the angle and the lighting or whatever, but just from what I've seen, again, it doesn't look like the same actress, which, again, I quite liked her in the Resi 2 remake. I thought she did it really well. And, again, like, it's not even... Again, it could just be the angle, but it really doesn't look like the same face shape either. It very much does look like a recasting and a different face model that's been used at the very least for it, which, for me, I'm just like, if these are supposed to be, like, the same remake timeline as everything, like, it does bug me a little bit.
There's a bit of continuity.
Do you know what bugged me? Laferde, did you see the blue flashing lights go past Kurt's face just now?
Yeah, they found me, guys.
Did you not notice it? Kurt was talking, and I was trying to figure out what it was, and I realised you're right next to a window on a busy road, aren't you? And I was like, why has he got blue lights flashing? But yeah, Kurt's getting raided. Kurt's talking way too much about the gameplay on certain games. You're not meant to be mentioning that yet, talking about it. But, okay, right, done with games. You guys haven't seen He-Man yet, have you?
No.
Like, listen, mate, go see it. If you've ever enjoyed He-Man, go see it. Yes, some of the jokes are a bit corny and cheesy, but it's based on an 80s cartoon, so it works. all them characters like are so well done, and how like without giving too much away, that like some of the names of He-Man characters are a bit on the nose or a little bit like. I mean, there's a guy called Fisto. There's Ram Man. Like how they explain like that, it's so good. Like it makes
I got bullied at school.
No, everything makes sense how it's done, and honestly, I really hope it gets a continuation because there's if you go see it, see it to the very end. There's some stuff leading to future stuff, and Nicholas Galasine, is that his name? Nicholas Galasine, who plays He-Man, I love him, and honestly, the way he looks throughout it, and people saying he doesn't look big enough to be He-Man. He made me believe he was He-Man.
All right, well, talk about things that didn't really make sense and things and castings we were apprehensive about without giving too much away. Elephant in the room. Jared Leto as Skeletor.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good. I really enjoyed him. It like what I thought of the voice in the trailer. It's funny and good. Like there's bits like it's not what people were expecting. It's not like the cartoon.
Well, because in the cartoon he's kind of got that voice, hasn't he? Like
when he's about to run away.
Yeah. Until next time, that voice.
That
like,
meme, yeah.
Which again, it's like we've said this before. Like all the people who were annoyed when Chris Pratt got casted as Mario. It's like you weren't going to get a whole movie worth of wahoo. Like no.
Again.
No. You've already clipped me for this once. I'm not falling to it again. Yeah. Again...
That's why Damo aren't coming. Thought you were going to clip him for something.
Oh, the deep meta.
Yeah, have you heard what's happened to Damo?
I've seen what's happened to him.
He put the pictures in, didn't he, of his feet?
I thought you were talking about today because he was going to be here for this record. But...
Second-degree burns on his feet because the div went and used 4 year out of date sun cream. He got out of his cupboard. Absolutely.
But yeah, back on something with Skeletor. Like, yeah, if anyone's annoyed at the voice, like I feel like a 90 to 200 minute movie. I don't know what it clocks in at, but between 90 and 200 minutes worth of that wasn't gonna lie.
It's
that
good.
Wasn't gonna work.
Every character, Evil Lyn, brilliant, and it was bugging me all the way through with Evil Lyn. Who he was? I'm like, who is that? If you've ever watched Glow,
never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the main character from the lady that plays the Russian wrestler. It's her, plays Evil Lyn. All the way through, it was bugging me. I was like, I'm not going to Google it while I'm here because I don't want to get my phone out. And as soon as I Googled it, when the film ended, I went, of course it is. And I get it now because part of me, I was like, looking at him, I've seen you angry and doing like, I know I've seen you angry and I can't think why. And as soon as I realised who it was, I was so happy. I was like, yes, now I get it. It was you. Idris Elba as Man at Arms, great. Absolutely brilliant. He's Idris Elba. But yeah, if you get a chance, go see it at the cinemas as well, boys. Make the film some money. Laferde, you haven't seen Scary Movie, but me and Kurt have. Quick review, Kurt. What did you think?
Right. So I literally saw it yesterday as we're recording this, so it's pretty fresh for me. I'm very glad that I saw it. It tickled all my nostalgia centres. However, and this might get me some flack, doesn't hold a candle. I really wanted it. I really wanted to like it more than I did, and I did enjoy bits. I laughed. I came out saying, I'm glad I saw it, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just I've grown up and my sense of humour is different now from what it was then, and the only reason I still like the old movies is because of that nostalgia. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's me, but
it was about the 6th or 7th woke joke in that I went, oh come on.
It's again that I think that's 100% it. I think there's certain jokes in there where like they're poking fun at the state of the world and the state of this and the other, and that's fine, absolutely, it's a parody movie. But like there was one too many jokes about woke culture, and where it started to come across a little bit as old man yells at clouds.
and like acknowledges something I don't like. Again, like it happened with Doctor Who. Like we're going down again. Again, I don't care who you identify. Like, it doesn't need to be thrown down my throat 24/7. Like, just I accept. Like, it don't need to be making jokes about it all the time. It's like it's just everything I'm watching. Like, I'm trying to enjoy it. It's like it's just there. It's like
one or two. Because again, it's one of those things where like they're, you know, anyone saying, oh, they're making jokes about woke culture, like South Park, they're equal opportunities arseholes. Like, you know, they're going to make a joke about anything in the state of the world. It's all fair game. But like I say, that one or two woke related jokes would have been absolutely fine. But like, there's quite a few, and again, it starts to become a bit as like, you know, it really starts to come across as an aging comedian not understanding the world anymore. And I really hate the fact that I have to say that about a Wayans Brothers movie.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm one of those guys. I really want White Chicks 2. I really want White Chicks 2. This is one of my favourite movies. Is White Chicks. I'd very happily see it. But it's a borderline movie as is. It's a movie that would be very hard to make today. And with the jokes they make in Scary Movie, the new one, I now don't know if I'd trust them to make White Chicks 2 and it be good and not oof.
It maybe the Wayans Brothers film, as much as I wanted a Scary Movie and I was actually really excited about it, maybe it should have been something new and fresh, not going back to. I mean, there were some good bits and there was some funny bits, and without spoiling anything, there's an impression in there that Shorty does of someone else that had me in stitches, right? That is really good, but I don't know. He just didn't hit. He did not hit the marks I was hoping it to, and I was just like,
giving too much away. By the way, that impression was it an impression that comes near the end.
Yeah,
that did get me.
It was a facial expression. It's the facial expression on him at the same time. But when he does it, they just like I was like, at least you got one big laugh out of me. But I didn't for myself. I was like,
yeah. I think also it falls into the trap that a lot of parody movies have fallen into, which is relying too heavily on the parody elements. That basically, if you don't know what they're parodying, then you just won't get it because there's not really enough of a plot without that. Now, one of the reasons I think that the first two Scary Movies work so far.
Your voice just went.
Did it?
When you try to clear your phone, your voice went up and down like a.
That sounded fun to me. But yeah, one of the reasons why I think the original two Scary Movies work so well is because there's a consistent plot throughout the film that you don't need to have seen Scream to enjoy Scary Movie. Like, I saw the first Scary Movie long before I saw Scream, and I could follow it, and it made perfect sense, and I enjoyed it. And Scary Movie 2, there was a haunted house plot throughout it, and like you didn't need to have seen Poltergeist to, you know, get the reference and to still enjoy the film. This newest one, I actually think really falls into the trap of you kind of need to have seen every horror movie in the last 10 years to be able to go, I understood that reference, because without that, there's not enough plot.
I didn't get a lot of it. I mean, no. Is Terrifier the one with Art the Clown? Is it Terrifier? I've never watched them. I want to, but I just haven't. And I was like, yeah, I get it. Maybe that's where we're getting old. Maybe that's different. Maybe the younger generation is going to love this Scary Movie, but it'll bring it to go. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. First, really quiet again, and I hate when you're quiet because you've gone dark.
You think I'm up to something? I'm not up to anything. There's nothing. There's no hidden agenda. There's nothing gonna do that's gonna surprise you. Nothing, mate. Just stop worrying.
The more you say that.
It's not what I was thinking. I just said, just sat there quiet, just like you're up to something. Like just not in a bad way, just like doing anything other than wanting to be at this podcast. I get it. You've not seen the film, but. Boys, we could ramble on. Has anyone else seen much else? I mean, that's pretty much. I've seen Michael. Obviously, we haven't really spoken about Michael, but I could sit here and talk about Michael Jackson all day long. That film is amazing. I hope it reaches over $1 billion. I am loving the fact that have you seen like the parties in London of Michael music? Box Park doing a Michael Day. Bro, I can play 2 Michael Jackson songs back to back while I'm DJing and nobody's complaining. Maybe one person, but that's just Karen. But it's real. Like this moment was for me. This resurgence of Michael Jackson has been like something I've needed. Is the power of that man, and of course, then there's the documentary that comes out, which I'm not gonna lie. I told Trini today I'm cancelling our Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, mate. Nah, that's the twice they've now made a documentary, and both times it's when Michael is making money again. Why is it not? Why are you not? If this is all true, why are you trying to? Why are you only bringing it down when the estate's making money? First time it's with MJ the musical, now it's with Michael the movie, and now they're trying to bring him down. And nobody I've seen is believing the bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, also, it's the second time this year that Netflix has brought out a documentary about someone where, you know, anyone who actually knows the full history knows you've skipped some bits. Like, I mean, going full circle to the wrestling side of things, the Hulk Hogan documentary.
I haven't watched it. I saw at WrestleMania.
Yeah, which is most of it. But yeah, I mean, the Hulk Hogan documentary. I mean, if anyone knows anything about Hulk Hogan, if you're not a wrestling fan, I'll do the short version of it. You know, fundamentally important in the world of wrestling. Like, arguably, wrestling doesn't exist without Hulk Hogan. Massive backstage politic. You know, apparently not a very nice guy behind the scenes, and also apparently not the nicest guy in his social life as well. Let's leave it there. And the documentary, it acknowledges some of the negative stuff, but really doesn't spend much time on it. Like, it's very much a sensationalized version of the good side of Hogan with, he had his demons, but who doesn't? He had some bad ones.
Yeah, Netflix is starting to look like the company that is run by all the people we don't want to be seeing running things, so that's why I'm on Disney Plus with Star Wars, because Disney seems gay so far. Nothing secret about Disney.
Problematic Disney.
Yeah. And Amazon, they'll be fine. Bit of Prime, bit of Amazon Prime. I mean, the elephant that is actually in the room is the fact that this whole hour has been me trying to say, I said this earlier, I'm ready for that match that's coming pretty much. I mean, I don't know if it's
never have guessed.
I'm just going back to it. We've got Stand By Me coming up. I mean, we need to sell some tickets, obviously, so I'm going to promote a bit of Stand By Me. So we've got 8 matches on the card. The strongest card we've ever had, some of the greatest names and talents. And I look at every match we've got booked, and I just think, wow. This is unbelievable. I'm proud of you boys for putting the show together. Obviously, I helped finalise the card with Max and Fizz. Sorry for stepping in your way, but the boys...
No.
You know, there's some stuff...
Free labour in it from us.
There you go. You didn't have to do it. I'm also in the doghouse because I've now recorded 2 podcasts 2 nights in a row. So...
Yeah. Come on a week on Saturday in an ambulance.
You're meant to be like my mate, and I'm telling you I'm going to win this.
I am your mate, but I also need to be realistic with you, don't want you to set the expectation that you could get hurt.
I might get hurt, but it'll be worth it when I bring that home and show it and have the kids proud of me for winning it.
That is very true. I'll give you that. That is a good point.
Sir Ryan Matthews, this is it. 4 months I've waited for this. 4 months since I didn't know this was going to happen, but 4 months I've been waiting. I'm ready. You're ready. Simple way of putting it. Get your tickets to Stand By Me. If you use the code Gordy10, all capitals Gordy, get 10% off on your tickets. We'll be there. These guys will be running the show. I'm going to be main eventing and winning the main event match. June 20th is the chip on us. Sir Ryan Matthews, I will see you this Saturday. Maybe next Saturday if this comes out on Friday. I'm not sure yet when I'm releasing it. But at any point, most people will see this when it's less than a week to go. Wes, anything else?
No, I mean, I am looking forward to seeing this match now. I mean, I'll be honest, like many people, I was concerned when Danger Zone played out the way it did and you ended up winning the Rumble, because at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, outside of one match with RJ Singh, which was, you know, a relatively friendly contest, all things considered, you've not been in the ring proper. Like, you've not been with someone who's actively trying to, you know, take your head off, essentially, although Mordecai gave it a fair whack the second you walked into the Rumble. So, yeah, I was concerned about what was going to happen on June 20th now. But again, I've seen how hungry you are. I hosted the episode of the podcast where it was you and Sir Ryan Matthews having the face-to-face. And I've seen the training footage. And I said this on the episode that we did with Ryan Matthews, so I'll keep this brief. But just some things that I've seen from you in the last few months and made me go, nah, he's ready. And there was one move that you threw in the Rumble itself, which was a spinebuster, which you do all the time, but a spinebuster you threw to Sullivan King in the Rumble. And
big fucking guy to do it too.
Big guy to do it too. And it would compare that to the same spinebuster that you threw against RJ in your match with him. Like, firstly, the quality of the delivery, and also the look on your face after you hit the Rumble, after you hit the spinebuster in that Rumble. You pop up from that, and there is a look in your eyes straight away that made me just go, okay, this isn't Ryan. This is Relic in the ring.
Super Relic. Just remember that.
Super Relic is very much back, and I am looking forward to seeing what Super Relic is going to bring in that high stakes match.
Oh, I'm going to bring it.
I'm not looking forward to giving this up. I don't want to send this home with it.
Listen, you want it back, and I'll say this with conviction: you want it back, you can't fight me for it, because I'm winning it, I'm taking it, and I'm keeping it.
Well, there's one board member that agrees with that. Kurt versus Relic.
Yeah, okay. Notice you never put yourself in the frame for anything, do you?
I don't want a title belt.
Okay, fair enough. Good.
I'll leave that to the pros.
Yep. And that's what we deal with here as TDW, is the pros. Remember, took us a year to get there. We got what we needed from these shows that we put on, but we've now got to a point where we have this card that we're going into without any problems going into this. More than ever, I'm ready for this show. I'm ready for this match. Hope you boys are ready for this entire show. This is the biggest one yet. This is Slam by me. This is the one that is, for me, the biggest one, because for many different reasons. The movie that I love the most. It's for something that I need in my life to prove to the people that mean the most in my life, the ones that are running around. Not that little fucker.
Great timing.
Yeah. Me and Smig have been working on that all day for this moment. Saturday, June 20th is pretty much here now. Boys, I'll see you later.
See you later. Do you like trees? Do you like cards? Do you like frogs? What about all three together? Because Ryan has got the place for you. Tell him, Ryan.
How is this you doing a promo for Tree Frog Grading, our partner that grades cards and then gives us a discount code? That was just you throwing it over to me.
Yeah, it's called delegation.
It's called you having this information in front of you for 2 years and never paying attention to it. That's what that is.
Yeah, is it on Braille on my screen? No, it's not.
Good point. Tree Frog Grading is a partner we've had for 2 years now, and you can still get your cards graded and use the code TWD15 for 15% off. That's treefroggrading.com. And don't forget, if they've got any other promotion running on the website, you can add our code on top of that to save yourself even more money. Laferde, it's as easy as that. Get your cards graded at a discounted price with the code TWD15, treefroggrading.com.
Ribbit.
Laferde, this is how you do a promo. You ready?
Well, when's someone going to turn up to show me how to do it?
Wow. I'll show you how to do it. Our friend JC has got his very own clothing range. It's called Graffiti WASHED. Laferde, you remember JC, don't you, when he came on the podcast?
I do, because we got a few messages and I thought, who is this guy?
Yeah, well, JC came on the podcast and he told us all about his clothing range, Graffiti Washed. And with us, you can get 30% off by using the code TalksWithDorks30. Go check out his clothing range. It's fun, it's funky. Some people call it controversial. As long as you're talking about it, as long as you're buying it, and as long as you're wearing it. Graffiti Washed, TalksWithDorks30 for 30% off. See? Easy as that, mate.
Speaking of controversial, it means you might be able to get some of your own clothes instead of wearing everyone else's.
Fair point. Who's watched back any of our TDW shows recently?
Watched them back. I've done nothing but. I'm the guy editing all of them.
No, where would we find it? YouTube or?
Third, again, mate, like, you're part of this podcast. How do you not know that we have a Patreon page? You've got content on there that you made.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't see what I was doing.
It always goes back to the site. Kurt, you're quite good with this. Why don't you give Laferde the little rundown on how, where, and what is available on offer for him to get our Patreon page?
Kurt, do it in your announcer voice.
It is easy to find, even if you're visually challenged. And yes, I will do it in the announcer voice.
Get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Talks with Dorks has its own Patreon page where you can find exclusive content recorded by our very own man who doesn't have a single clue what he's doing, the one and only Laferde. You can also see all of TDW's full wrestling events in all of their glory as they happen live, with exclusive match commentary and behind the scenes and backstage interviews as well, plus a whole heap more besides that. It's all available on the Talks with Dorks Patreon, patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast.
See, Laferde, if you could, like, you've been around for 2 years and you still can't make an effort like that at all.
Well, if I was a goose, I'd have bumps right now. Just hearing Kurt with that announcer voice is just worth pissing you off every week.
Really? And did you know, Laferde, that you don't even have to pay for the first month? We have got a link that will be down below that you can get the first month free.
It means at the bottom of the video, not Australia.
What did I say?
Down below.
That's down under.
Not up here, it's not.
Fair enough.
Please subscribe, we need the money.
Find us at patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast. 1 month free if you click the link below.